crafters, this is Suzanne from A Creative Muse, and I have a quick little AliExpress haul. Some of these dies I've shown you before, but now I have the sample with it. I'll also show you what happens when you receive a damaged die from AliExpress, and then I'll tell you what to do about that. Alrighty, so let's get started. First up, I had gotten this die a while back, and it's a A2 envelope die. So that means that this can fit, it's a box, it's a envelope box to fit in a bunch of A2 size cards. A2 cards are 5.5 by 4.25 in measurement. So you put together the box. Now, when I got this, I don't have anything to put it on, so I had kind of just, kept it in this little packaging here. And then put it away. And the other day I was looking for something, and then I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have not put this thing together. So I decided to put it together, but I just wanted to show you the die first, because I know I didn't show you guys this die. And if I can find it, I will link it below because it is awesome. These are the sides. Technically, she could have only put one, because both of them are the exact same thing. So if you lose one, you have the other. That's nice. This is the envelope opening side of the die, and then this is the bottom. This represents the back, the top that flips over on the box, and then this is the tab that closes it. So let me show you it in action. I put together a fall box. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So it can fit a bunch of cards. So if you have a crafty friend who is a card maker, and you guys want to do like a swap or something, or you want to just surprise her or him with a box of cards, this is the die for you. I did use 110-pound craft cardstock for this, and so you hear it. And then I used this is a fall pattern paper that I got from Tuesday Morning. So the finished box, cute, 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 cute. And you don't have to cover it, but it does look so much better covered. The only thing I wish this die came with was the matting, so you have to cover it exactly. If it had the matting, then you would have seen the brown in the back, but okay, then the die would have been more money actually. All right, 5.5, or just sell it on the side. I would have bought it. 5.5 by 4 5/8. The width, almost 2.5. It's like 1 7. 2 5/8. So this is really cute, really solid. I did use little Velcro here. I think this is a 3/8 inch Velcro closure right there. Really, really nice. It opens up. It does include these little flaps just to keep everything nice and in place so it doesn't fall out. And if you are shipping it, things won't just, exit out the card. And I did make 2 little cards. Yay, fall cards. I need to put a sentiment on this one, but I'm back to making shakers again. This shaker worked pretty good, right? I colored up an image. This is from the greeting farm. This is honeybee stamps, and I just layered up. Just making little craft cardstock. So I think, okay, this is 2 cards. I think this can fit maybe 5 more. So let's say around 7 cards if you don't bulk it up too much, or maybe even 8. If you make them really simple, maybe even 9 or 10. And it does, when you do cut it, it does pre-score right there, so you know where to fold. Really, really nice. Craft cardstock, 110-pound. This 110-pound craft stock is from Michael's. And for some reason, not all 110-pound cardstock is the same, because this thing feels like maybe even 120. Here, I think it's almost like chipboard. So I ran this through twice just to make sure that the die could cut it. And it's holding up well. It works well. Love it, love it, love it. So that's this set. So you do get a nice big envelope box set to hold. Or if you make a bunch of cards and you want to store them, then you can, store a bunch of these and put it in a box and then take out Christmas set, Thanksgiving set, Halloween set, all in a nice little box, storage box, and then you put the paper on top. One more thing I would like to say. When you do cut the pattern paper to cover the box, so you'd get this whole thing covered, and you're going to have to use, I did use my extending cutting plate for this. This is about 10.5 inches long. When you do cut this, 6 inches wide is fine, it's just the length. When you do cut this, it's going to come out as one piece. Don't wrap it with the paper. Cut it and cut it. Why? When you wrap it like this, you'll get cracking. You'll also, it may not, all of these little spaces can equal up to 1/8 of an inch, so then you won't have it lining up in the front. These are things I learned from making mini albums. So, you know, just cut along the line. Even here, this piece, you're going to cut out the whole thing in the pattern paper. Just cut right here. Stick it on as 2 pieces. I got rid of that part and stuck this on here. It just makes it look neater. As you can see, you can't even tell that I have paper on top of paper right here. It just looks like it came that way. So that's the little tip with that box. It does come with these extra bits. This is to make a buckle. I remember when Nicole talked about this. She is the designer that designed this box. I think I got this from KS Craft. You can put it like this in pattern paper. This would obviously be another 110 pounds. Then string ribbon through it and turn it into like a purse box bag thing. Am I making sense? So you'd have 2 on each side like this. And then these openings here, you would put ribbon. I didn't do that. I just like it just like the box. So I may make a, you know, a set and send it to a crafty friend, because crafty friends appreciate cards. And then this is a little extra that she gave you. Some trees, some little stars, 2 planters. So that's a nice little extra to go with it. Next up, and I should have shown you this before Halloween, but I had put it down and I don't know what happened. I had put it aside and now Halloween is over, but I had used, but this is the die I really want to show you. So this is an open window interactive die for either a A2 card or here a slimline card. And what's really great about it, it comes with the windows that open up, the little shutter windows. Then it comes with the inside piece here that you can cut. So here I made a card. I had made this, put it down, was finishing up the album, and then I forgot that I made this. I know. Then this is a little extra, little close pin. Sometimes when Nicole silhouette, she'll have like, you know, little extra space left on the die, like this open spot. She'll put something in it just to give us a little bonus. So it doesn't really go with it, but you know, it's nice to have. So it opens up like this. And so here I use Simple Stories little Halloween girl. And then here I cut out, this is a cardstock pattern paper from Michaels. Really cute. If you can get it on clearance, it's really cute. This orange, wonderful orange cardstock. And I'm not a lover of orange, but don't these go together? This came from Tuesday Morning, this from Michaels, and they go together perfectly. There's a little boy. So it's a cute little slimline card on that same brick slimline background that I got on AliExpress as well. And this is 4x9. This brick, I like. This is the 3rd time making it, and I like it in this configuration. All the other times I've shown you guys using it, I didn't really love it. So I just have to figure this out. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time figuring it out, but it is what it is. So that's the interactive window, the 2 little windows. And in this one, instead of using the stars, because it was Halloween, I did the heart. Instead of using the heart, I did a star. Duh. Alrighty, so that's that example, and I will link that below. Now I'm going to show you when something goes wrong. And this I'd shown you in a haul. I had to step out for a second. Everybody came home at one time. Alrighty, so now I'm going to show you what happens when a die doesn't work. And yes, I should have cut this when it first came, because after you receive it and after you confirm that you receive an item on AliExpress, you have about 15 days or so to to dispute it or to contact the seller. Well, I just assumed everything was fine with this Santa Sack Memory Decks die. And then I decided to cut it. And this is what happened. Can you see? Can you see? It doesn't cut right here, and it didn't cut over here. Over here, I had to use a pair of scissors and just clip it. But in this shape, where, I'm layering it on 110-pound cardstock, I want this thing to work fine. So what do you do when you find a die doesn't work well? Go into AliExpress, pull up the order, contact the seller. When you contact the seller, you can tell them, I bought your Santa Sack die, it's not working. Now you have to prove your case. So what I did, there are no cut lines right here. Let me see if I can get up real close to show you what I'm saying. Let me see if it'll show. Right here, right there. No cut line. See how you can see the cut line and then no cut line? That's what's wrong with the die. So therefore, there's a cut line, no cut line. So it's there. That's a good shot of it. So it's not cutting all the way through, and it continues right here in this little open spot. So what you do is you take pictures of it, try to, focus your camera as best as you can. Let me see if I can get a better shot so I can, there, right there. Take a photo of it, send it to the seller. When you contact them and message them, upload the photographs showing the damage. This was Andy's store. I haven't heard back from them yet because I've had this now for a while. So I may just have to suck this one up. But normally they're really good, especially the bigger sellers like KS Craft, Andy's store, Alina Craft, Surprise Creation, Becky Cat. They will fix it. So everything else is fine. It's cute. I can cut it, but I don't want to do that. I just want it to cut properly, especially who wants to fiddle with a pair of scissors up here? And I tried to run it through all different kinds of ways, and it just wasn't cutting. The first time it happened, I thought, oh, I have the 110 pounds, so it's not cutting through. See, that's the back. I'm just showing you. So I did cut it with a pair of scissors, but it's not clean. I want it to be clean. The best way to prove your case, photographs. Attach a photograph. So that's what you do when you have a defective Memory Decks die. But now most of the time, everything is good. But again, something else went wrong. Right here. And I was super excited about this one that I showed you guys. This one is the Snow Globe Easel die. It's supposed to be like this. And, I was so excited about it. I started this before Halloween. So I was going to do a Halloween one, spook it all up, Christmas one, show you both, and life was great. So here's the problem. Here's the base of the die. Here's the snow. When I cut the die, this side doesn't equal this side. So I did it back to back. So I'm going to show you what I mean back to back. When the card is closed, I wanted it to, I don't want to see the back of the card. See what I'm saying? Most of the time, it'll be a clean die, not this, not where I can see behind it. Because I did this one back to back, and then layered up the snow. Notice how you can see all of this. It just wasn't fitting correctly because all of this is not even. So there's something wonky with the die where if I do it where I can't see the back, and technically on an easel card, you're not supposed to see this hard square line either. So I see this hard line. You're not supposed to see it. I can see it. So there's a few things wrong with this die. When I got the Anna Griffin Snow Globe die, I'll bring these back out and give you a further example of how seamless an easel card is supposed to be. Easel card is supposed to be here. You're not supposed to see it from the front. Notice how you guys can see that fold? You're not supposed to see it. Now, when I raise up the snow to cover it, because I thought, oh, okay, well then the snow covers it, this becomes too short. So I had to bring it down, and then therefore you can see that hard line. So it just, and I don't want to see the inside part of the card. And when I put it back to back, everything didn't line up. So the card just doesn't line up well. Another problem with it, right here. This didn't line up well either. Now, if you're looking at it, look at what I mean. The bottom of the card. This side, see it's different? Does not equal this side. Even the layering doesn't equal out. If you can see, it's tighter here, looser there. You see it? And I did it twice. Did it twice. I can see the inside. So if I did the base in red and did the top in white, you could see the inside of the card. No bueno. It's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to be seamless. And this part this needed to be a little bigger, wider. Now this is designed by Nicole Silhouette, but the production of it is by the company. So this, as much as I wanted to love it, as soon as it started not coming together nicely and I could see the back mechanism of the card and all this not flowing, I was just like, forget it. And I hate that I can see that fold up here. No. So I chucked it. This is from Surprise Creation. So as much as I wanted to love this whole snow globe thing and show you guys how fantastic it is, it's not at all. But Nicole designed this snow globe a little bigger. So I mean, I'm happy with the pieces that came in it. They're all great. You know, I do have a tree, I do have a house, and the little car. This, like I said, doesn't fit the base. So these two sides are not even either. So there's a few issues wrong in the production of it. Now when it goes right, same card, you get this. So the Easel is the smaller version of the Snow Globe Memory Decks. Different seller, same card. Different configuration, different seller. Nicole designed both. This now is done correctly. So here we have the memory decks cutting perfectly. That's the base. We have the snow globe and we have the top. Now let me show you the pieces. Ziploc bag. My bag tore. So we have the top there for the snow, a tree, a small tree, two trees, the vehicle, which it's cute, but I don't want to have to work at this. I wish it came with the tires separate and all of that. You know, I was like, I'm not going to go cut all of that up. And I didn't bother to use those stars. I just cut the paper and layered it up. There's the base. So actually, I didn't even use this at all. I just used the base. And then the snow for the house, that's the house, and that's the base of the die for the memory decks. If you don't want to use this, you can just cover this right here. Or, you know, if you stick it on a project, stick some sort of foliage on the bottom, some sort of Christmas foliage, then you cover it up. Finished. So will this fit in a traditional memory decks? No. Probably the memory decks tray. 5 1/8 by almost 4 with the snow makes it taller. 5 5/8 by 4 1/2. So this is what I learned. If you're going to put the snow on the top, the house can't have the snow. Once you put the snow on it, see how high it goes? It interferes with the snow here. So if you want to have snow around your house, no snow around your globe. Or you can put the snow in the back and then put the house on top of it. But I had already done it. I just decided to start a second one because I wanted to show you both. I even had to go to the page to figure it out. I'm like, why can't this be with this? It just doesn't. So you can put it on top of it. How they showed it is if you do include the snow, then keep your house plain. But isn't that cute? Gold base, iridescent cardstock base, and a Griffin foil cardstock, a little bit of glitter, But it's so cute. And it works. This one works. So as opposed to the one I just showed you, works. Am I going to contact the seller on the other one? No, I'm just so turned off by this. I'm like, because this is some engineering thing. I don't know what they did. It just doesn't work. Same exact file, just bigger. And for some reason, turning it into an easel, you know, a step might have been forgotten or something. I don't know. But I got so frustrated with it, I was like, I forget it. So that happens in crafting, doesn't it? You get frustrated. I'm like, I'm not going to even bother. So that's the memory decks. Let me pull out my memory decks holder here, which I know it's not going to fit, but let's just prove the point. Maybe it will. No. See? It hits the bottom of the spinner. So on a spinner, this is just too tall. You'd have to either cut this off, shrink it down. No. And this is going to be even taller. If you get the stoppers, then you can put it here and just have this facing up. That's an option. Or like I said, get the memory decks tray. The tray goes more this way and you just stand them up in it. So it can still work as a memory decks. It's just not going to fit in your beautiful... If you did get one of the spinners, I'll link it below if you want to get a memory deck spinner too. Next up, we have this cute tag gift card holder, and I made this using Prima's fall paper. My wonderful friend, she gifted me some of this paper, and look at that. Isn't that cute, cute, cute? 110-pound cardstock in the back. Could have used craft here, but I used the cream and then layered the top. It doesn't have a layering piece where you can show the border, so you have to layer it exactly on top. And then I just, you know, decorated it. And it is made to hold a gift card. It does come with this little tag. Let me show you the die. Oops. So it's 3 pieces. We have the base, which is this part. That's the base. Then we have the tag. You can use it or not use it. You can take a gift card. So it does fit a gift card. And then here is to make the little box. So here is a little pocket. Not a box, a pocket. Pocket, I did put acetate on it. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys. This is the only issue I had with it. This score line, it doesn't score deep enough. So when I make this again, I still like the die. I'd run it on my scoreboard because when I did fold it, I ended up folding it here on the stitching gives a better fold than the fold line, and I couldn't even see the whole line. So I made this whole thing up, folded it all up, had it ready to go, stuck it down, went to stick the tag in, tag didn't fit. So notice how the tag has the rounded edges? I had to trim it off to get the tag to fit in here. So you know I wasn't a happy camper about that. I was like, wait a second. So I actually folded on the stitching. I couldn't see this until it was too late. I had to look back at the die and I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. But if you do fold it the way I did and you're going to put a gift card in it, it works fine, which is a Michael's return card. But isn't that still cute, still adorable? Like I said, I would just score it with my scoreboard. And this is just using pattern paper too, and I still couldn't see the score line. And this is not a 1/4 inch thick. It's a little bit less, so I wish this little flap here was just a little bit thicker so I could put a 1/4 inch score tape instead of using 1/8 of an inch. I like to use a 1/4 inch because it gives a better hold. And that's the only thing with the die, but still it functions. As I trim the little tag down, stick it in there. Cute, 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 cute. And this you can use just by itself. Put a ring in it, make it into a tag mini album. The measurement on this, because I don't think I've ever shown you guys this either. 4 3/4 by 3 3/4. And the tag, you can use this by itself. You can use this on gifts and everything for Christmas. 3 3/4 by 2 3/4. And then of course a little box. So this is really cute. I will link this below because they still have this in stock. There is a huge sale coming November 11th on AliExpress. So you can put it in your cart and hold it for the big sale. And last but definitely not least, gingerbread. I pulled out the gingerbread house. I made this yesterday. The other stuff I made a little bit earlier, but this one here comes with all these pieces. So yes, now the reason, if you're wondering, why does she put little bits? If I cut the magnetic sheet, which I do buy them 8 by 10, and stick all of it down, I can't, even though it's silver and it's on this black I can't see it. It's just too busy for me. So I like to put them in little sections, and there I can see it real easy. That's just my weird organization. It is what it is. So here is the house base, 4 5/8, 3 1/4, and then all these layering options for days. You have snow, you have the heart roof, you can do it plain, 2 types of doors. I think this is another door too, but this doesn't match up with this. This matches up with this. So if you wanted to put something on the inside of the door and then, you know, cut it, you know what I mean. I did actually use this for acetate. I did put acetate on the door. And this is a chimney. That's the back of the chimney. I hope you can see all of this. That's the chimney, back of the chimney, windows. So you get both pieces. You get the layering piece in the back, so you can use different colors. And then the top part of the window, smaller window, an arched window. This, I think this is a piece of candy. This I wasn't too sure of. And this, I'm still like, not sure. I don't know if this is another chimney or a planter. Maybe that's a planter. That could be a planter with these. This and this, I couldn't figure what it was. This either. That could also be a little peephole. I think this, I was trying to figure it out. Maybe it could be a little peephole. And the example didn't show it to me. I had to go back on the website and look at the example, but I didn't see this. These are, you know, lollipops for the gingerbread house. Candy canes. Here, you can do this here. I didn't do it that way, but you could, as a different style of window or something. Just options, lots and lots of options. Little bow, little holly, really, really cute. Cute, cute. The cuteness just doesn't end. Cute. So, I put together my sample using Michael's sugar plum paper. And it does have a little bit of gingerbread. So let me show you the example now. That's what I made, my little slim line. Love it. I was it took me forever to make it because all these little pieces, I was like, it started out lickety-split, and all of a sudden I was like, small, 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 small. It just went on forever. It does come with the trees. I did use a candy cane. This is just from the paper itself, so I didn't even have to cut out gingerbread. I had planned to, but then I was just like, it just was taking forever to put this thing together. But look at all that glitter, glittery goodness. Pink glitter, white glitter, a little, you know, light brown. I didn't want it to be too dark. Here's the door. There's the acetate behind the door. I just did a little bit of acetate just to add a little bit of contrast. It does come with the wreath, the little bow. Everything here, except for this scallop, is the die set. This is not the die set either. So this and the scallop is not the die set, but these are those little peppermint candies, swirl candy, little gumdrops. Cute, right? Oh, what is this? Ignore that piece. So I put it on a slimline card. This is a 9x4 card. Yes, you could go smaller, but I wanted to have room to play. Plus the paper dictated how I did the layout. So 2 little gingerbread, the cute house, and I'm getting ready for the holidays. No, I have not started my gingerbread mini album yet, but I'm getting ready to. Alrighty, folks. I hope you liked all my examples, and even the ones that didn't work out. 2 didn't work out. Normally all my dies work out, but like I said, if you come across a problem and you come across it quick enough, contact the seller and if the seller doesn't respond to you, then you can dispute it. Send a dispute to AliExpress. Tell them what the problem is. Say, the seller has not responded to me. This die is damaged. Then they'll step in and refund. So AliExpress is your middleman. But you do have a certain time frame once you receive the die and once you confirm that you received the die, 15 days after. So contact them, start the dispute. If you don't hear anything contact the seller first. You don't hear anything from the seller, then you go back in and override that, start the dispute, tell AliExpress, listen, I contact these people, they're not dealing with me. Upload your pictures, because pictures always say 1,000 words. Upload your picture, say what is going on. If you don't receive the die, it will, before you receive a die, it'll show you when it'll close. So if it says 7 days and it's about to close and you have not received this die, I normally start a dispute within 7 days and say, listen, it's been over a month. My purchase protection is about to run out. So please, I don't even contact them at that point because I'm like, there's no tracking. I don't have it. You can do that as well, and AliExpress will step in. I have gotten refunds, so there's also that remedy. But when you do have a damage, there is something to do. So you don't have to be like, oh, well, I'm not shopping AliExpress anymore because, I didn't get my die. It came damaged and nothing happened. Something can happen. You just have to, it's all about timing. Alrighty, guys. I'm stuck with this one though because I contacted them a little too late, but I still reached out to the seller. So maybe I will get this in the mail. It would be nice because this is cute, my little Santa sack. See, I didn't even enjoy it because it didn't work. So, alrighty guys, until the next video, stay crafty, my friends. Bye.